With the V6 gone, never to hurt us again, we needed a new drivetrain for the Rotsun, and I've always had this scheme about buying an early Fox body 5-liter Mustang, yanking the guts out of it, and putting it into the car, and I think it's a pretty good plan. We bought this 87 with factory forged pistons for $1,500, and it makes only 225 horsepower from the factory, but it should be a lot better than that with boost. And at this point, there's no way to have a Rotsun without boost. Pluck it.
Now, will this fit in that?
Take the hood off, let's drop it in there. Oh, that big water leak, just that heater hose. These things are famous for having the heater core fail, and you have to take like 3/4 of the car apart to fix them. So somebody just bypassed it and the hose failed. Seems like we're getting to the installing the engine pretty early in the process.
That's because we're so good at this after 5 seasons.
All right, I've got the shifter down in the tunnel. Oh man, it's just installing itself.
Eat it, eat it.
All we need to do is get the jack under the back. Wow, that oil pan's gonna fit. Oh, look at that. It's meant to be.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. Wow.
Dude, it has almost as much room as the other motor did.
Now that's gonna be a problem for like changing the clutch in the car.
We'll blow up the block before we ever need a clutch.
Probably true. Well, the shifter was hitting the tunnel in the wrong place, but fortunately I had this quick release panel and a massive hole already cut in the floor, so we're set. Now we can center this up and get to mounting the engine. Now we know the engine's gonna physically fit in there, but we need to make sure that it is level and that it is tilted properly fore and aft, and that the drive shaft angle is gonna work from the tail shaft of the transmission back to the rear end. So there's just a lot of measuring and centering and leveling to do at this point. And once we do, we're gonna start building engine mounts and a trans cross member. There was a lot of fiddling around to get the engine in the car. You have to think of a lot of stuff. We finally got it perfect, so we're ready to weld up some mounts. Finnegan's working on the transmission cross member, and I'm gonna start making some motor mounts right here. I use the stock one as a template, and we will be building solid motor mounts, no rubber, all the better to break things with. I have news that won't surprise you at all.
Oh, yeah?
Bolts are broken off in the motor mount holes on both sides.
What?
Yeah, are you comfortable with mounting it with 1 bolt per side?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Lower your standards. You'll never be disappointed.
Yep, lower your standards until they beat the car's reality. So you can see underneath there how the bolt has not only been broken out, but somebody's ground a slot in it, hoping to get it out with a screwdriver, which is never gonna happen. So I'm gonna mount each side of the engine with 1 bolt.
It's done. We can now permanently mount the transmission, or at least it'll be semi-permanent because we still got to take the trans back out and put a clutch in it whenever that arrives. But for now, this will locate the trans and we can order our new drive shaft.
There we go, it's in.
Haha.
I think it's gonna go full Marlin.
It's like a trophy. The bounce frightens me. I'm just gonna back up a little bit.
If I told you the only engine I ever dropped off a hoist was the small block Ford?
Was it using this contraption? Engine and trans are in, clutch is in. We have a drive shaft now. And we're to the point now where we can finish the other motor mount and then start bolting stuff on and mounting things to make this a real car again.
The engine is now pretty much a permanent part of the Rotsun. It's all welded in, and we're not sure that it could ever come out past those motor mounts we welded on. But we can now go on to details. Finnegan's under there dealing with the drive shaft, and I'm about to install an electric water pump, which we decided to use because I've run into problems before with the aftermarket mechanical pumps for small block Fords. There's so many different distances of them and so many thicknesses of dampers and different pulleys and stuff. We thought it would probably be easier to use an electric water pump and then figure out an alternator mount than it would to try and include the water pump as part of the pulley system. So I got the cheapest Proform electric water pump I could find. And here it comes, Miss America. You will remember this is a Ford Power Stroke diesel turbocharger, and it's got a Banks housing on it, right?
Yeah, we put a smaller exhaust housing on it, trying to make it spool quicker.
And did that work?
No, not really.
It is the wrong turbo for the job, but it is the cheapest turbo for the job because we had it.
Yeah, on the V6, you'd push the gas pedal down on Monday and it would spool on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It was that bad.
And we now know that we need to plumb it with the oil straight down because it won't relieve even at the slightest angle.
Yeah.
This is the pivotal moment that should have happened 2 days ago. We're having enough trouble fitting it in free space, much less trying to cut the entire body away for that.
Yeah, what's to say the turbo just can't go up here?
And you could use some bolt holes on the front of the head to come up and pick up the exhaust flange.
This one looks sick right here. Like, imagine this coming at you on the highway.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Let's just make it happen.
All right.
Okay. Turbo on a stick. A lot of effort for the wrong turbo for the application. You know what's gonna be amazing? When we overheat it and it blows out the radiator cap and sucks right into the turbo. Water injection.
There's alcohol in there, right?
Right, it'll be fine. We're working on the first tube off the header over here, which has to go down under the harmonic balancer, above the sway bar, over here, just clear the alternator, and up and into the turbo. That door latch isn't what it used to be. Oh well. Wow.
That's first gear.
Yeah. Holding that. Oh yeah. Oh dude. Oh wow. That was 9 pounds, right where we need it to be, right? 12.7 to 1.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
This is success.
This outruns the V6. Definitely. Nice. Wow. It's really good. Race?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take the bullet from
Thank
this
you.
disgusting thing.
Thank you. I'll get you a Christmas card.
This is our alternate 5-liter Mustang. Question is, did we actually improve the Rotsun enough that this swap was worthy? We're gonna find out right now. With this 5-liter that has some typical mods, it's got like a Cobra intake and BBK throttle body and some stuff like that. I don't think it's faster than the Rotsun though, but we can find out the fun way. Ready? Once the boost comes in, that thing is gone.